Okay, objective 2, using combinations to calculate probability. So we'll get right to the example. Example 2, is this the girl's lucky day? There are 28 students in Mr. Wilcox's statistics class, 16 boys and 12 girls. Suppose Mr. Wilcox randomly selects 3 students, homework papers to grade. Use combinations to find the probability that all 3 students chosen are girls. So, when you're doing these probability problems, the reason we're able to find a probability now is that we're going to divide by the total. So if I'm looking for the probability of 3 girls, right? If I'm choosing 3 students and there are 3 girls, then that means there are 0 boys. So 3 girls and 0 boys. So G is for girls, B is for boys. So the bottom is the total. Well, there are 28 total students and I'm picking 3. So how many different ways are there to do that? That's 28, choose 3. Okay, so that's just picking 3 students from the entire group. But now on top, we have to look at this idea of wanting 3 girls and 0 boys. Okay, well, to see how many different ways you can pick 3 girls, there's only 12 girls to choose from. So that's going to be 12. Out of the 12 girls, you want to choose 3. Times, and now out of the 16 boys, you want to choose 0. 16, choose 0. Again, and means multiplication. And this is our situation here. We have 12 girls, we want to choose 3, and we have 16 boys, we don't want to choose any. This is going to give us the number of ways that we can do that. And we're dividing by the total number of ways to pick 3 students from 28 total students. Now, up top, I want to show you that the 12 and the 16 add to 28. And I'm going to show you that the 3 and the 0 add to 3. That should always happen if you have multiple groups within your big group, right? So boys and girls, we had 2 separate groups. So their front n numbers should add to the total n, and their k numbers should add to the total k. All right, so I'm going to take a picture of that, and we're going to put that into our calculator. Okay, so we go to Desmos Graphing Calculator. So I'm going to start off by putting a fraction bar. So now I have a top and a bottom. So on top, I want to do NCR 12, 3 times NCR 16, 0. And I want to divide that by NCR 28, 3. And there you go. That is going to be our probability. I'll round it to, let's go to 3 decimals, right? So that probability is 0.06. The 1 leaves the 7 alone. So that's it as a proportion, where you can move it 2 places to the right to get 6.7%. There's about a 6.7% that all 3 of those students chosen would be girls. Okay. Now, again, foreshadowing, you can see that we're going to now compare that to 5%. And we're going to ask ourselves, hey, do we think that this drawing, this random drawing, was actually done fairly? Or would, for some reason, maybe Mr. Wilcox would want to choose, 3 girls' papers first? Or maybe they weren't sorted correctly or randomly. Maybe all 3 girls were on top or something like that. So again, we can use these probabilities to make judgments. All right. Okay, and that's what we'll do in the next problem. All right, here comes the next objective.